Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or rather welcome to Laurasboxx YouTube channel. Yeah, this is Laura and we have a Nedima today. So first of all, this is like 1 a.m. and I'm sure you know that they just ended a reunion show. Like what time did they end? Past 12 or 12? Almost 12. I don't get it. And we go to work. So if we don't record this video tonight, you wait till Big Brother starts before we record this part 2 of the Big Brother Naija reunion recap. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time just visiting this channel, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, watch previous videos, drop your comment. It's a free to air zone, so you're free to say anything you want to say using the comment section, and please share to your friends and invite your friends. So if we're sounding like we want to sleep, or we don't have life in us, just pity us. It's 1 a.m. and it's been a very long day. In fact, watching the reunion show alone is exhausting.
It's a full day's job.
As in, it's exhausting. So where do we start from? So I saw the comments you guys dropped last YouTube recap. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for airing your views. Thank you so much for supporting this brand. So where do we start from? Nedima, please, can you wake up?
Okay, so we stopped at
we stopped at day 5. Where the Alex and Sissy thing started. I'll break the camera and to be continued, and that was where we actually stopped, and we're going to start from there. And it started from there, and really, initially not much even happened, because it just started from day 6. Started from, that was last week Monday to be precise. Started from when Sissy, I actually like the way Sissy walks. She walks with her bum moving back and just back.
That's why I told me to tell her that she don't have bum. It's only if she has.
So Alex was she crying or she was sulking? I don't know. What was she doing?
She was crying.
She was crying.
Supposedly walking.
What was that room about? That room was so dirty. What was going on there? What was that room about?
I don't know what it was, but it was a mess.
If I was say Alex, boss,
the couch was awful. The couch was awful.
Those Hollywood movies with Tony Mez, those days, like Oji.
The paint was off.
The couch was, everything was just wrong with that thing. It was just hard to ignore. I know you say, okay, pass, but it was hard to this couch died wretched. That movie died wretched. That was the couch that was in Tony Mez's house that time. And Sissy walked in, and Alex, what's all this for now? What's all this for? We don't need this drama. Normal talk, and then just trying to tell her to come back to set, and there was no need for the drama. And Alex was like, now she likes to narrate. And no, it's just that if I really had anything bad, I wouldn't have. But Sissy was like, you just come back. You just have to come back on set. I don't like what's all this drama for. People start saying we're having drama. Anyway, after talking, Sissy walked back to set, and after a while they were even talking, Alex was still there. What was even going? I think Sissy and Chloe was still having their own banter. They had a bit of back and not really back and forth. I think it was when
Alex came back.
Then Alex came back, and when she came back, she went straight to Sissy and hugged her and said, "It's because of you I came back," and that was so cute to watch. And it wasn't.
I mean, it's Alex, yeah.
They can't hear you. I don't know. Are you even sleeping?
Sorry. I don't think that it was cute to watch. I mean, it's Alex. Alex doesn't do anything cute.
Why?
I don't think that was cute. Like, okay, so she came to meet you outside. You were crying. You didn't want to listen to her because you wanted to narrate who did this to you, how they locked you in the toilet, whatever. And then you came in and you came to hug her, and now say it's because of you I came back. Really?
Anyway, Sha, I actually thought it was actually very, very, very cute. Maybe not very, very cute, but it was cute though. Okay. So going forward, and Sissy was like, I don't mind us being friends, but I just hope that after being friends, we don't go back subbing each other on social media. And I'm all for us being friends, but I hope we don't go back subbing each other on social media. If it was like we can all basically say we can all act like we're friends. Even Nina, you see Nina sometimes, like I would say for Nina, I think over 1 year, over months, she's evolved, but she's still naive, like extremely naive. So Nina was like, I don't mind though, we can just, act very cool for our fans to know that everything is fine and everything. If it was like, make the money and blah, blah, blah. And if it went on to say that, In fact, one time, Sisi's father called her and was like, yeah, she just saw the number. She was actually with Alex when she saw the number, the phone ringing, and the number was, no, true caller was like Michael Nwadira, and she was like, oh my God, and she actually recorded the conversation, but she doesn't have it anymore because her phone went bad. And I'm like, these people just talk anyhow. You know, first of all, when you say you recorded somebody's conversation, first of all, I'll run. I can't even call you and say something serious because, well, anyway, well, I guess she was just being truthful. And you know, Sisi's father called her and said, you are my daughter, I actually like the way you behave, I'd like you guys to be friends, blah, 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 blah. And Sisi looked surprised. Now, is it possible that somebody saved their number with Michael Nwadira and called Ifo? Because I'm just wondering, to what end? Why should her dad call Ifo to say you want us? I'm just trying to look at the correlation. Like, what are they being friends for? Or what are you admiring in Ifo? Do you understand? Because Ifo sounded like her dad was like, okay, you know, I admire you, I want my daughter to be friends with you. What exactly do you see in Ifo that you don't see in Sisi? Because if you want to talk about trouble, Ifo is also a troublemaker. And if you want to talk about being successful, I think in her own right, I think Sisi is actually quite successful. She's doing well. So, you know, I didn't really understand where Ifo came from that Mr. Nwadira called her and said, you know, I want you to be friends with my daughter, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, moving on. Sisi didn't say anything. Now, one thing about this reunion show is Sisi doesn't even, I think she just looks like, when you're talking, she just look like, okay, when you're done talking, you know.
I think it's part of the growth. So you know when she was
you think it's part of it. You think Sisi grew?
Yeah, I think I noticed that she has actually grown. I think it's part of the growth. So you know, in the house, Sisi was always in everybody's mouths. Like she was on everybody's throat. You call Sisi's name, she's on your neck. So I think that what she has learned to do is, at the end of the day, your opinion is not my truth. So if you say that this, and I do not agree with you, rather than arguing with you and going back and forth, I will leave it to go. I think that because that's what I know, and that's what she consistently did throughout this. They said everything anybody said, except when they asked her, Sisi, what is it? So you know how Teddy doesn't get involved, he doesn't say anything until you ask him. If you don't ask Sisi, this thing that this person said, is it true? She won't respond. Okay. And I think that was good.
I think we should have come on set with a cup of coffee. But the problem is I drink coffee now. We're going to sleep for work. I'm feeling very sleepy. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So, you know, and that one went on, and Ebuka talked about this Bam Bam's tag of being fake. Who thought Bam Bam was fake? And before Ebuka would even say, who thought Bam Bam was fake? And Alex raised up her hand. Now, the thing with Alex is this. She likes to dish out things she cannot take. Imagine if somebody called Alex fake. She would just rant and go on and on. So when she raised up her hand, Ebuka was like, okay, explain. And she started again. When I first came into the house, I actually liked Bam Bam. She was my friend. When she actually chose Teddy, you know, when she said that Teddy was a criminal, Teddy looked like a criminal. Then she corrected herself and said, not in that word. And you know, I think in life you need to be careful about your choice of words. Especially when you're in public or when you're in everybody's faces, you have to be particular about your public conduct. Like I always say,
before you talk.
So, you know, she said that criminal thing, and you know, the camera went to Bam Bam, and
like
Bam Bam just looked like, okay, fine. She was like, okay, no, not really criminal, but you know what I'm talking about. And you know, I was one who told her no, try, and I even went to Teddy and I said, Teddy, what you're doing is not good. Go to this girl, talk to her, and all of a sudden, she just felt like, okay, this is that one, and you know, she went on and on. But one thing till today, sometimes I sleep and I wake up in the morning and I remember that thing and I laugh before getting angry or before getting shocked. I get shocked all over. You know when she said
she spoke pidgin.
I
don't even know say hang am.
I don't even know say I hang am. And then she went to meet her gossip partner, Toby. And it was very good to know that, you know, I like the way she's truthful. It's good to know that she understands that Toby is actually a gossip or was a gossip partner in the house. And, you know, I'm beginning to think, even with Igbo, you go see all these Filipino for Nigeria, Lebanese, they speak pidgin. And that's how they sound, basically. Like, I don't think you not being able to speak pidgin properly means you're fake. Like, I speak pidgin very well, and I don't think you should, okay, Laura and authentic. I don't think so. I don't think you not be, who know if you speak pidgin? That's to be honest, who know if you speak pidgin? Because even the normal people who are not even Nigerians, who probably just walked in, like, came in like 3 years ago, if I just stay, they will even speak pidgin for you, like, hey, madam, wait till you talk, you know. So I think that was actually a very dense explanation. That was very low coming from Alex. Like, if she had any other thing to say, of course she had other things to say, but that was low. Now, where I actually got upset again was where Bam Bam could not defend herself. Now, I've always said Bam Bam is classy. She doesn't like, staying herself. But I think once in a while, you need to check some people out. Once in a while, you should talk. I can, and even after Bam Bam explained everything, gave her own explanation of how she was in the house and everything, Alex was still insisting that Bam Bam is still fake. If you say somebody is fake and they've explained and everything, I don't think you should go on and on. I think when people say, okay, it's enough, you should actually stop. Do you understand? That's what I think. And Bam Bam was just looking at her. Like, what about a bit, razzle her a bit, and like, what do you mean I'm fake? But she didn't. So I guess that's who she is. But I think it's just overbearing when you're overly too quiet to the point where you don't think you should defend yourself. Then people just think they can say whatever it is they want to say, because they know that you will just sit down like a dodoyo and not say anything to defend yourself. So at that particular point, I had an issue with, and Bam Bam. Back to if we're talking about making 5 million daily.
Oh God.
What did you think about that?
So, anything that comes out of Ifu's mouth, if Ifu tells me good morning, I'm going to check outside. Is it morning yet?
But she actually made a disclaimer though, that was not what she meant, but that was what she said.
That's what.
No,
what she
5 million
was. I remember she said, yeah, nobody has that time. Everybody's busy. Everybody's working. I mean, and our fans. Let me tell you the strength of our fans. If I do sales, sometimes I make 5 million naira a day. So Ebuka had to say, naira daily, like for Ebuka to be shocked.
What was he thinking? Was he thinking it was
maybe Zimbabwe dollars?
Okay, because that's just
no, he
that
has to confirm, and everybody was shocked. Like, auntie, what are you selling that you're making? How much is one bottle? That I'm making 5 million naira a day.
Okay, but that's we have a lot to talk about. So let's just run through the 6. And of course, we had serious issues. It went on and it looked boring, and from nowhere, it looked like they poured gas somewhere. Somebody just sets fire for that thing. And I think Ebuka asked Anika, so what do you think about this friendship thing? And maybe faking it for the gram, or trying to just act like we're friends. And Anika was like, you see, all those people know that I don't like them. No, I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them. I'll have to come back to Anika later. I don't want to talk about Anika now. I'll come back to Anika at the end of this recap. I don't talk to them and everything. I don't think we should fake it. You of all people, Ifo, I'm actually addressing you because you have a disruptive spirit. And, they went on and on. Ifo, Anika talked about how Ifo tried to sabotage a business deal. Was it the lashes?
We don't know what
the business deal. A business deal, and they kept saying, "Ask Angel, ask Angel, or ask Vandora," and they went and they started. At one point, Alex was even shouting like, "If you stop," and if you screamed at Alex, "Don't tell me to stop." When you were talking, I didn't tell you to stop, and you walked out of here. I didn't hold you back. Don't tell me to stop. And they were talking, and the next thing, Anika stood up and walked out to Ifo. Now that's one problem. If they say, that day, I didn't even know who to support, because first of all, for Ifo, I feel like Ifo is overboard. I've not exactly witnessed Anika's madness, even though I know that she has tendencies to be very, crazy. But Anika walked to Ifo, and I don't know. I actually feel like, if you ask me, I felt like they threw punches, but they didn't show it.
Yes, I feel like they did, but they had to, for their own sake, for their brand, it was better that we didn't see that. It was embarrassing to watch. Even watching them yell over the security was embarrassing.
What happened that time that Anika was talking, anybody like this? What was happening? What was smelling? I can't get that. I can't get that one out of my head.
That time, everybody thought I was going to the best.
Ebuka was like, I can't get that.
I mean, they've always done it, and I think they've been drinking too. So yeah, it was a lot.
Let's say more than this film.
Because
that was the first thing I actually saw. You said they've been drinking. Drinking what?
Is it Pepsi they've been drinking?
Of course, that's Pepsi now.
I don't think so.
You're always very doubtful. Why are you like this? Is it because you drink when you're walking? And You know, it was very embarrassing to see how they held Anika. Like she kept, no, leave me, no, leave me. And you know, if it was sitting down, if it was sitting down, and if it was like, Mona, stop this thing, no. Mona, stop this thing, no. Mona, don't let this girl come beat me.
If not let this girl fight you as I'm not ready, you don't go sweet though.
If it's just a complete house. When did that girl grow up?
I don't know.
Is it about
we don't know. She will never tell us one.
You know, we went on and on, and it was like, you have nothing I want from you. I don't want to brag here, or you have nothing I want from you. What do you have that I want? You have nothing I want from you. You know, AKA saying that I'm better than you in every way. Which, well, and if we check,
I don't know
if
that.
we check, I don't really know if it's personal life properly, but if we check from social media, though.
But we know that we can't judge anything by social media.
But come on, beautiful Nada is making 5 million daily.
Yeah, she said future projection now.
If beautiful is making 5 million daily, come on, better pass me and you say it's down for you.
But my point is, for somebody who just in one breath had said, "Oh, we can all be friends, we can all make money together," how is that the first thought you're replying to?
Anyway, this fight went and Alex stood up. You know, Sissy did not stand up.
This is how Sissy was.
Sissy just sat down.
And I love it.
Bam Bam sat down. But at one point, Mama was like, Anika will beat Ifu. I'm just wondering why Bam Bam felt like they don't see Ifu.
I feel like
Ifu will be like Aku.
No, but you see, the thing is that surprise this thing.
But you forget that thing.
And Anika is also so before Ifu see they were still blocking Ifu. So if Anika had gotten at least 2 punches in, it would have.
Have you seen Ifu?
He's not bad.
Ifu is the real motor. Ifu stand for ground, be like short puts.
But we don't know.
Do you know
Anika fight?
I know we've seen Ifu fights, but looking at their body, see, you know, as Ifu stand for ground. I don't know. Do you know that how fit that girl is?
Yeah, she's.
Anika couldn't even do like this in the house. Like, carry. Do you know how fit? If you can fight for the next 2 hours, you're not gonna tire. So you know, and they kept. I thought Bamba was like, and if Anika, that sounded like a child though. Anika will beat Ifu up, and that sounded like my daughter. You know, just saying. So you know, and they went on, and Ibuka, of course, was that security guy came in.
Yeah.
It was quite embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
I'm sorry.
It was embarrassing, and you know they had to go on a break. They came back, and Ibuka was trying to talk like, you know, what you guys try to do. And Ifu was like, no, Ibuka, you can't tell me that. I will tell you not to defend myself. And Ibuka was talking, and Ifu was like, and Ibuka got angry. Like, I'm still talking.
Can I kept quiet.
Ibuka in this show was just everything.
Principal, lawyer, headmaster,
comedian.
It was all of it.
Everything. And he was like, can I finish? And you know, he talks, and the next thing, Ifu started crying. I didn't even know Ifu could cry like that. Ifu cried, Anika cried, and Ifu like apologized. I'm sorry.
No, Anika apologized first.
Well, Anika's apology didn't
just came. But it was better than Ifu's apology, because Ifu's apology came and started telling us about how, in the one breath of apology, about how our brother had died.
But that's if we needs to plug in some things now.
And that's not an apology. That's not an apology.
Okay. I think she was actually genuine about apology though. I think she was. It sounded, you know, when you cry, you can't apologize.
But Anika cried too.
Anika cried.
So cry, cancel cry.
And Nina was actually there to, you know, comfort people. And Ibuka was like, so we need to go. And the next day, Coco just walked out. Like, are you guys done with this nonsense? Like, Coco wasn't there for their rubbish at all. You know, but the funny thing is, all through that fight, Sissy did not move. She just sat down. I need to, is it, for this reunion show, I'll be picking out some things. Because for me, when people are fighting, I don't sit down. I'm the Alex. When they're fighting, I won't lie. I'll come out. Hey, what's going on? So I need to. That one just sat down like this, like, okay, what you are doing? That girl.
Well,
that girl, I think that girl is just very self-absorbed. That's it. It's just me, myself, and Sissy. So, and that was how day 6 ended. It was quite embarrassing, you know, to start with. And day 7 one just came, and I think, what did they even call day 7? Somehow, Big Brother tried to give these days themes. We talk about personalities. They were going. Like I told you guys last week.
Day 7 was the pairs.
I don't even care.
It
Like I told you guys last week.
Was sitting together.
Like I told you guys, was Sissy and Toby together?
Yeah, that's when they sat together.
Like I told you guys, they sat together for like a lot of times.
No, that particular
Saturday they sat together.
But that's day 7 they sat together.
So like I told you guys last week, this show had no reason to run beyond 1 week.
It should have been one day.
They just most of the questions were being repeated and everything.
Been one day.
So they just said Bito's penis issue.
What?
The
weapon of warfare.
Weapon of warfare. I'm Ogoloko.
Lord of Moses.
Weapon of mass destruction.
Hey.
I totally forgot how that guy was in the house.
I can't get that image of him.
Ibuka had to play the clip of when he was comforting Nina and something was just coming and was trying to do have your way. And you see, every time that Bito could do, no, I think there was nothing. He was just trying to explain.
I'm naturally big, I'm naturally endowed.
What if he's naturally endowed? Can you control it?
I think that is he wears wrong underwear.
Okay.
I think that's what his problem is.
Like,
because he was saying.
So since you know very well, what kind of underwear should
he have wearing? Boxers, not briefs. I think he wears all those briefs, those tight ones that's not helping project it. But if he wears boxers, at least will cover.
It will be hanging. Now, if you wear boxer, and even if you wear brief, if it's not performing or standing somewhere, it shouldn't show. So I don't think brief is the problem here.
He said himself that he's endowed like that. That's why he's very conscious about.
Lady man knows everything about briefs and boxers. That's our department. So I'm not even going to argue that with and they asked about they asked Angel about his thought about this Toby and Sissy thing, and Angel said he felt like Toby. Okay, but not even Angel. Let's go to Sissy. Ebuka asked Sissy about Toby, and Sissy said, well, Toby likes to socialize, but she wanted Toby for herself. I wanted all of him. That was in quotes. I wanted all of him. Sissy was very.
I mean, okay, maybe not you, but I mean, Toby is a package.
How?
It's not a complete package. But I mean, he looks good.
Okay, what does it look good?
Should we go there? How many people are dying? How many people are talking about Angel? How many people are talking about Bito? Even with the weapon. I mean,
I think. Okay, I'm listening.
I understand her wanting all of Toby to herself, and I am happy that she acknowledged that. Okay. Because in the past, when you asked her, she would have been like, "Oh no, he was just we just didn't know this." But she came out and she saw that her selfishness, like her wanting to keep him to herself, was part of the reasons why they could not work out.
Okay.
Because in stopping him from socializing, you were stopping him from being his real self.
Yeah, that's not what I asked. You started. Toby and Sissy's defender, or I don't know. You started. So, she talked about how she wanted Toby for herself, and Angel said something that if Toby had given in to what Sissy wanted, it would have been a shadow of himself in that house. So it wasn't possible for Toby to give in to what Sissy wanted in the house, which I actually agree, because we're not going to forget that Toby was, in fact, for the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, was a nuisance in that house. You wake up in the morning and you don't even know what you've done, and you're begging. You can't come down and talk to somebody, you're begging. You have to go to, what did Angel call that place? Mount Everest.
You
have to go to Mount Everest every time, like, just
bring me food.
Lord,
you will not bring food and talk, smoke, and come and
Lord, that was what it was. It was like the king and the queen in their kingdom. In fact, the day, that 3rd week that Toby didn't get head of house, I was so happy. Like, can you come down and join the bloody peasants downstairs? And that was, it was very hard for her to even adjust. So, and they talked about the keys. Ebuka now played that first kiss.
The keys of life.
Toby held her back. I was like,
he savored the kiss.
And why was Toby downplaying that kiss? Toby so petty. That's my problem. Toby was like, I enjoyed it in the house, but really didn't mean much. But Sissy said, yeah, she enjoyed it and she wanted to do it because she, part of it was she sensed she was losing Toby at one point, and she felt like, that was also a good way to, to spark things up. And Toby wanted the kiss. He's always wanted it. Do you understand? So I wonder why Toby just kept downplaying the kiss. Like, if you talk and as a bee say, look at that kiss, you can't tell me that doesn't think about it. There's some memories you have, even if you're not talking to the person anymore. You go see, just sit down and just say, that night was actually nice.
Because even Lulu that was keeping...
Ebuka also showed when they were carving. I think Ebuka, Big Brother rather, when we're carving and holding each other under the duvet?
A lot of times.
A lot of times. Those people really enjoy it.
They enjoy it.
Yeah?
They enjoy it.
Beyonce. What did Toby call Sissy that time?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. You know the...
Beyonce, when they go preach.
They don't
How is a stupid child?
So, you know, people actually all of that. And Sissy was very truthful about whatever it is she felt. And you could see her blushing. Like every point in time you showed anything about
she
Toby,
was just laughing.
She was laughing. She was blushing. Toby laughed too though.
Yeah,
he laughed, but after a while he was
better.
trying to keep a, straight face. Then they came back to the Alex and Leo thing, the tears and everything. And Leo was like, let me leave that for Nedima to explain. He's an expert in Leo and Alex's issue. Oh yeah, tell them, what did you say?
So he said that the tears did not move him. That he felt like he died in the war. Keeping in mind,
I didn't die in the war.
I didn't die in the war. And keeping in mind that he had a conversation with Alex before
few minutes.
They called his name.
Yeah.
And then she was crying that it looks like acting.
Yeah.
And me, I thought it was acting. So yeah.
You thought it was acting because Leo said it, or you thought it was acting
no,
back then?
I had said this since. She was one that put him up the first time. So after that,
Like,
I knew
I
she
don't
was
think
playing a game.
Come on.
No.
Well, yes, maybe she
Alex
was playing a game. Maybe she was playing a game, but acting that night.
Yeah, she was acting. That cry was too much. What is it?
I think you don't even know a lot of things that happen in this house though.
That cry was
too much. And that was actually what Leo said too. Like, I didn't die. Like, why was she like Leo said he was actually very upset.
Yeah, he was upset.
Then Ebuka asked her, what do you feel for Alex? Said, I just felt about her personal growth. I don't understand. Is Leo Leke Alda?
I
don't understand. Is Leo Leke Alda that is thinking about her personal growth, or is he graceful way? Like, what the freaking hell? You're thinking about her personal growth, but at night you're putting your hand into it. You put your hand. Like, I don't understand. Leo is actually a very mean person.
Yes.
Because you cannot say that you're thinking about a girl's personal growth, and at night you're probably touching her breast and putting your hand somewhere you shouldn't be.
Personal growth, full growth.
In fact, see this thing. In fact, Leo. In fact, let me leave Leo's matters. What else did we talk about? That was it basically. And Alex was just. Alex said she felt when the thing is when Ebuka would come, why it's hard to actually really explain about Alex, because Ebuka would say, okay, Alex, so what do you think? Alex would be like, so Ebuka, when I entered the house, I bought pants, I bought bra, so well. It was my friend first, but I now went upstairs. I now came downstairs. I didn't buy bra. It's quite exhausting. It's quite exhausting to keep up, It's very exhausting to keep up. So it's just very hard sometimes to drag, what it was. So that was just day 7, day 2. And now let's come to day 8, which was the 3rd day. That was worse. If you thought day 7 was boring, oh my goodness. Day 8.
Thank God for day 1 that day.
Was day 1 at the day 7?
I think I can't remember if he was there. I don't think he was there. I don't think he was at day 7. I think was he?
He was.
But most of the focus was on D.
Was it not that day?
That
when was the day? Okay, it was this day.
It was the 7.
So day 8 now. Decided with about eviction and all, and the next thing Alex said, hey Ebuka, I have something to say. I was actually angry when Anika and Angel left the house, and when Bam Bam and Teddy, because I nominated them, I wasn't happy that they left. And I was asking myself,
so Princess looked back and said, but that's why we are here.
Exactly. When people go for nomination, people say you're being nominated for what? Possible eviction. So you nominated people. You see, I don't get Alex. So when I talk about you, say, Laura, you don't like Alex. But it's not like I don't like Alex. This girl just makes it very hard to defend her.
I'm sorry, I don't like her. So yeah, you can leave Laura and face me.
I don't think I have that energy to explain or not liking anybody. But my point is, if you make it very hard for anybody to defend you, are you listening? That's what you're going to get. So it's like a lot of people can bet or can vouch with their lives that I don't like Sissy or Bam Bam. But there's sometimes that it's easy to defend certain things. But with Amuche, it's hard because if you say you were not happy, you nominated these people, and it's for possible eviction, so you know that one of them shall gas go. They understand. So what are you coming to play now? Bam Bam was irregular in your mouth. People are nominating Bam Bam. She's fake. you come again, Big Brother, so I worked with me for 10 weeks.
Like,
you were not happy she left.
It was the way, was it her name? Nina too was always nominating Lulu. I don't trust him. They should not come out and say, I'm surprised he left. Of course, we were not surprised.
Exactly. You wanted them to go. That's the thing. It's possible eviction, not I'm nominating you to stay in the house. So that particular one, I did not understand when she said Bam Teddy and the Chilla thing. Now, you see, I don't even have a lot of things to talk about Teddy. I think Teddy has been quite boring in this reunion show.
He was also boring in the house. I think so I'm not surprised.
His answers have been a bit diplomatic. His answers have been just very straightforward. So we know we didn't have quite a lot of Teddy moments. Even Bam Bam had more moments than him. So now let's come to what even made that day 8 interesting. Visiting visa assets. So for this session, I'm gonna be talking like princess,
your girl,
my baby girl. You know, where did you even start from? Please help me.
Hey God, I don't know. I can't remember what they asked.
She threw the first punch. I don't know what they asked her, and she said, you know, Ebuka, I actually think that D1 should actually focus on being funny. Because he's the comedian, and D1 went in and was like, excuse me, you should focus on your... And D1 went
focus on your
on
accents.
and on about the accent, and was like, you know, Princess, you are fake. So D1 said he felt Princess was fake. Because she, you know, where did she go to? She only went to New York or went to America for 6 months and came back. And the next thing, visiting visa was later. And she has this Amerigo, that's American and Igbo accent. And Princess was like, what are you on about, D1? What are you on about? Ebuka, I don't understand. What's he on about, D1? But that's D1, to be honest. He just says things he doesn't know. You know, I pick up accent very easily. You know, I'm not a typical Nigerian.
I don't have the typical
Nigerian. No, I don't speak the typical Nigerian English. So, even on my IG page and Big Brother just showed. No, even on my IG page, I don't speak the typical Nigerian English. And Big Brother, being the wicked, petty, silly, savage human being that he is, went to that first week when Princess was CCC. So, Princess, even me, I'm talking.
I'm talking because nobody else wants to talk.
In fact, that was really English.
God.
And Princess went there. And
then D1 refused to stop.
And D1 didn't stop. D1 said, go and meet Anto to teach you. Anto was like, please, don't come and name there. Yeah. Now, God bless you. You know, Anto spoke like a bit of pidgin. I'm not dead. My hand is not. Don't come and name there. My hand not dead there. So it boils down to what Alex was trying to say, that we will call that fake.
Of course you will.
Exactly, because that was Yankee Pidgin. That was Yankee Pidgin. You know, no say. That was it. Don't come and name there. My hand not dead there. And you know, and D1 went on and on. And the Big Brother asked Princess fellow Yankeeites, Teddy, and Teddy was like, well, if she says that, you know, like for someone who lived in Yankee, if she says that, that's about. What I have a problem is when you just go and come back and you pick up an accent. I lived there, you know.
For those of us who live
there, Teddy and Princess are even in the house. You know, they bonded on the Yankee level.
New York.
You know, went to Manhattan. No, not New York. Princess went to Manhattan. You know, when I went to Manhattan, I went to wear boots. You know, I wore my boots in Manhattan and New York. So, you know, even in the house, Teddy and Princess bonded on the Yankee level. Why she and Enzo, you know, the Poreros and the Tomeros, and they one went on and on about it, and that was just how they ate. The eight was basically boring.
Thank God for
like
D1.
If you had to watch paint dry, you would actually enjoy it that day. Thank God for D1. D1 is a nuisance. It's quite insensitive. It's silly. You might not like him. I like him for the show. I'm not even, like I always say, I'm not a D1 fan. But you see, for Big Brother or for whatever reality show you guys are doing, that guy is good for the show. So for the show, I love D1, like spices of the show. But something happened in the 9 that deflated D1 a bit. So let's go to the 9. It talks about the first eviction show. You know, when they came in that first day, Big Brother said, oh, Toby, Bam Bam, D1, you leave the house Alex, and everything. When the other ones thought they were evicted and they went to the arena room. I don't even know, people that just comes up with very stupid things. That thing did not make sense. It didn't make sense at all. So this last Big Brother was quite dense, to be honest.
And so he was I think that it was, I don't know, he didn't have a play. He didn't have a playbook. He just wanted to wing it.
Okay.
He looks very confused because he's doing one thing today and the next thing he's doing another thing. So.
Okay. And he talks about it and they played it. And the booker asked who wasn't happy when they came back, and trust D1. Miracle's matter will kill D1. And D1 said Miracle was not happy we came back. Miracle was sad that we came back. Once they just, and D1 went on and on. Miracle was not happy. This other one, and Alex trying to be Alex was forming anger. I don't like it, D1. So every time D1 talked about Miracle, Alex was like, I don't like it. Don't talk about, and D1 was like, what's your own and everything. And D1 and Angel, second person that D1 said wasn't
Angel
nice. Angel was not a woman being. And Angel went and said D1 should have been put up in a mental institution. And Angel said that it felt like Cape Brule's disqualification was unfair. That because D1 had a part to play in the disqualification, that everybody knew how Cape Brule was very volatile, and D1 said some things to trigger him. And Ebuka asked, and D1 was like, no, I didn't. That Angel, you don't have sense or something. This childish insult. And they went, but Angel actually entered D1 that day.
And I was happy.
Angel actually went really tough on D1. And D1 said no, that Cape Brule actually, that he heard Cape Brule saying that he was going to spit on Chloe's grave when she's 32 and she passes on. He was going to spit on her grave, and Cape Brule now started talking. Very philosophical. I don't know if he went to read a book or he's actually been intelligent.
No, he's always. I think I had listened to him when he was in the house, when he wasn't talking to Chloe.
Okay.
It's when he's talking to Chloe that part of him comes out. So I've listened to him.
So you're saying that Chloe makes him dense?
Yeah. Basically, I don't think there's anybody in the house that had any proper conversation with Chloe. Everybody's conversation with Chloe was dense. It was either fights. Yeah, it was either fights or there was really nothing that came
so nobody had. I used to say nobody had a proper conversation with Chloe.
Please, who did? I would need to know, because it was either they were warning Chloe of something or they were.
I think Chloe had a conversation with Leo.
I beg. That one that not come to snake matter now. I beg. We don't know what the matter is now between them. The conversation that they had, that nobody knows what they talked about.
No, in the house, not outside the house.
No, nobody knows what they talked about in the house now, because Chloe says one thing, Leo doesn't have a response, Alex says it's a lie, so we don't know. We don't know that they had a conversation.
Okay, and Cape Brule went. This part was actually very touching for me. Cape Brule went and talked about how before he came into the house, his mom has been dealing with cancer. Now, this was actually very touchy and very sensitive for me. And he came and he was like this so caretaker for his mom, and he had to leave his mom. He had to drop out of school to take care of his mom. So he came into the house because he wanted to win the money. At least part of the money would be used for his mom's treatment. But he didn't feel like he should talk about it, because at the end of the day, it's nobody's business. And he comes into the house and somebody's insulting his mom, which was actually very true. Chloe, that was why the day D1 went in on Chloe and said some very unprintable things to her, and people said he was being stupid. I was in support, because Chloe just sits down and he tells Chloe, you're stupid, your mom is a hoe. Ash! Hey, God, I forbid you, God have mercy. Like, how do you sit down and insult somebody's mother? Your mom is a prostitute. Your mom should have aborted you. Your mom is she said those things to Cape Brule, to be honest with you. And that was why I felt Big Brother was unfair. You don't pair
people up like that.
That was actually, Cape Brule had his own issues.
He had his demons,
but Chloe was actually,
it could have been
another
easily
problem.
managed.
So it was even unfair that girl even made it into the house again.
Exactly. Why did they let her back?
If you insult my mother, no.
Sorry.
Guess what? You don't even insult. If you insult me, I will beat you.
Come and talk of my mom.
Talk my mom like my mom is a. You didn't even say a prostitute. My mom is a prostitute. So D1 Cape Brule went on and his mom was going through that, and somebody was busy insulting his mom, and so that day, maybe with a bit of alcohol, he was not having it. And D1 just came from nowhere. D1 didn't know what was happening. He said D1 brought his fat nose.
Yeah, I get that you can't keep your big nose out of my business, but I get it's anatomy.
And came, and at that point, he that was, I mean, maybe he should have been quiet about it and shouldn't have said or reacted better. But right now, he's understood that if somebody annoys you, it doesn't matter in 5 years. So don't spend more than 5 minutes talking about it, and everybody clapped. It was quite touching the way he spoke about it, and it just made me realize that we didn't know what he was battling with. We didn't know he had such deep home issues. It's crazy when you're dealing with a parent when you're having a parent deal with cancer or terminal disease and all everything. You want to say something?
Yeah, but I didn't know about this his mom's.
You didn't talk about it.
But I knew that there was a time when Chloe had made jest of him wanting to kill himself. They had dated in the past.
Can you speak up a bit?
They had dated in the past. Okay. He told Angel that he had tried to, after he jumped, that he had tried to kill himself in the past. So
that's true.
Which is why everybody was
quite suicidal.
Yes,
that's true.
And that gave them. And that was the narrative that they started building on. Oh, he's suicidal, he has mental issues, he's volatile, is that. And now I'm thinking about it and I realized that maybe it was because of his mom's illness that he wanted to kill himself in the past.
Well,
yes. Now that I'm thinking
about mom's illness too. On Kimberly's issue, I feel like, apart from his, I think he's just been through a lot. Mm-hmm. Maybe being taken care of by a single parent and everything. I think he's been through a lot, and I think he actually has some issues. Apart from his mom, I think he actually has issues because, of course, even afterwards he went through the psychoanalysis and everything. And when he came out of the house, I spoke to someone, and I kept asking, did you guys analyze this guy before coming into the house? And they said they did, and they knew that there was a bit of a problem, but maybe they felt like they could have managed it. Let me tell you something. Let me now say something that I'm sure I've said it in my previous videos. What they disqualified Kimberly for wasn't disqualified.
It wasn't.
But they needed to take him out because it was going through a session in that house. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And at the end of the session, or after every session, the psychologist said he had to leave the house. This is supposed to be guarded information, but anyway, nobody's going to beat me. So the psychologist said he had to leave the house. So what he was disqualified for wasn't the fight. He didn't punch anybody, but just normal, because people did worse things and they did not disqualify them. But that was just what they were going to use to take him out. Because already, I think they brought him in thinking they could manage it. A lot of people are flawed now. If you come now, say, bring those 20 housemates, let us take another mental analysis, you will shock you that 10 will not get in. Do you understand? A lot of them are flawed. So what they disqualified him for wasn't exactly that. But the thing was that they had to take him out. And because they were doing their pairing game, they couldn't have taken him out alone. Now that was where I faulted Big Brother. At that point where you knew
that was it, you should
have cancelled the pairing.
And then waited until
at that point.
And then do your pairing again.
Don't even do the pairing again. Cancel the pairing and just let them play the game individually.
Because I feel like if it was an individual game, Kimberly would have lasted. I feel like that.
I honestly don't think it would have lasted too much, because apart from the fact that he was going through his own home issues, that's when I mean home issues, family issues. I think he also had underlying issues, because even apart from Chloe triggering him, for instance, the day he went to jump, didn't they make you jump? Even though he explained, but guess what? This one
have to have problems.
This one can carry a knife one day and say he wants to cut his hand just to check
whether blood will come out.
God bless you. Now that's the point. So there was an issue that needed to be dealt with.
But they brought him in to generate content.
Well, they always think that they can. Don't think everybody. Like they say, Yoruba will say we are last show. So as they wear clothes, you still touch. So that's just it. So I think that mistake was from Big Brother. Yeah. But it was just sad to know that. I think he's mature. I think he's grown. But when
he said those things, you could see D1's face fell.
Of course, at that point, D1 was deflated. So, until the end of that show,
he didn't say anything.
You know, when Kimberly was trying to talk, and when Kimberly said, like, this boy here, that can't get his nose, D1 was saying, can you imagine? See this small picking, they call me boy. And I'm thinking, how old is D1? D1 is 27 or 28.
Even if he's
and D1 was like,
The fact that you have brought yourself
and then
to
was
the
like,
level.
see this small boy, they come, but when the one heard that thing, it felt very stupid.
Yes.
Because it felt like, okay, so I've been unfair to somebody who has been going through
a lot.
much. And till the end of that show, D1 had nothing to say. So it was good to see someone deflate that guy. You know, once in a while, you should be at the receiving end and at the collecting end.
Yes,
that's why
so
that's why I said I wanted Bam Bam, you know, to check in one or two people once in a while. You open your mouth and talk. Imagine as Alex they talked that day, Bam Bam just say, Alex, can you be like, shut up? Oh God.
No, but you know
that's what she used to say.
She had shut her up one time during one live show when
Who
she
shut
said
her up? Bam Bam.
When she, after Leo left and Ebuka said, oh, so what do you think of Alex? After Alex had said, oh, she was fake, and she said, well, I think that since Leo left, we have seen a different side of Alex. It was like they poured cold water on Alex because she was very quiet. Like,
that's the pod, but you know, once in a while, you need to do it in the
you need
gra-gra
to do it in
method.
the gra-gra, but that can never be Bam Bam. I don't think Bam Bam has any gra-gra pull in her body.
That's true.
I don't think she does.
That's true though.
Because even with Teddy, you could see that she did not have, she don't have one gra-gra
Please,
bone.
if you expect Bam Bam to have any gra-gra bone with any human being, not with Teddy.
No, but you have to have it with the person that you love.
Teddy
the one that you have is Mumbo.
Teddy kill Bam Bam die. You don't get it.
But Alex would have been able to.
Have you seen the way
Teddy now?
Bam Bam's face? You like say they
Light
put
so.
this light for Bam Bam. They put ring light for Bam Bam.
Bam.
Like you know, sometimes I'm always wondering. I don't know, but I like to be flying in the room when they're having sex to just know the excitement in her body. Because
I feel like
it's been 1 year and she's still so smitten and excited than ever before.
You know, I just looked at that. I was on.
That's why I'm very angry. I'm still very angry with Big Brother for not showing me that toilet scene.
And they showed us from afar.
I know, you should have shown. I wanted to see the face.
You don't understand. I saw somebody's tweet from that
patiently for that day.
Somebody said that if they had sex like on the bed, like the way Nina and Miracle did, that they would have woken up everybody because Mama would have been yelling. She would have been yelling, "Ha, Teddy!"
me. Oh no, you know, Lex was, Teddy. You won't kill me.
Because yes, it's true, she does not speak Yoruba, so yes, I'm making that kind of bitch.
No, Baba doesn't speak Yoruba, she's too classic Yoruba. Teddy, you won't kill me, no, Teddy,
don't kill me.
Anyway, so back to, you know, and it came to the little wahala we had for that day. I don't know about Ebuka asked Anto say. I don't know if Ebuka
It was
asked
coming
Anto.
back. It was about coming back.
Ebuka asked Anto about coming back. And Anto said, yeah, please, I leave that to you. You know, you guys that have been to Chan before or Yankee, I've not left the shores of Nigeria, so please feel free to tell them.
He asked her about her coming back, and she said, oh, that it was bullshit because she had information from outside that she knows how many people were in her DM, and then she could not tell people what, and they said she should not tell people, but that there's nobody here that would say that she did not tell them information.
Where's Aunt always gra? That's bullshit, man.
That's the range that I'm talking about.
Aunt's actually very pretty. So it doesn't, the gra doesn't exactly, it doesn't go, it doesn't gel.
So sometimes she tries to create highlights. Okay. I feel that's what she's doing.
Okay,
like, so let's not be that she came and she was just pretty there.
First, let me just admire myself. It looks like I lost a bit of weight from last week Saturday. Last week I looked like a Gary. I looked like a fat loaf of bread.
Was it the hair? I think we should leave this.
Look at my collarbone. Oh my gosh.
So she started talking about how the numbers were irregular, the irregularities in the voting numbers. It was bullshit. I wasn't supposed to leave when I left. So Ebuka asked, are you saying that? No, so she said something about they took her and Lulu out at the same time. So
that was some Bamtelly kind of shit, man. I thought that was an insult on Bamtelly. That was some Bamtelly kind of shit, man.
Because they did not generate the kind of content that Bamtelly.
You know, personally, if you ask me my opinion, I felt 3% was too much for Anto.
It was them Toby that were voting for her now.
It was too much. First of all, the mistake they made was voting Anto back, because Anto's first coming into the house was of no use.
She had
I'm
no
sorry.
content whatsoever.
It was of no use. Except want to come and tell us that want to come and watch Lulu. It was of no use.
Even Lulu and Anto's love story was very boring.
Let's even say it's love.
It wasn't love. It was boring.
No,
they were kissing under this thing.
No, it was an off and on thing. You are in sync. tomorrow you are angry, next tomorrow you are this. You know, you
and
came...
the English that they were speaking, we could not hear them half of the time. They are quarreling. Next thing you
okay, the Lulu will now go Yankee and Jam.
And come back and then
you know, I kept talking about that. I don't know what Anto is saying.
you know, and
I watch Oyibo movies, and I understand, but for Anto, I don't know. And I'll call my friend. My friend that is who is like, I always ask her. My friend Bolu is Team Anto. And I'm like, Bolu, wait first, what's your girl saying? Because no people that I don't know what she's saying. I saw Big Brother. The diary room is even worse. Anto, what if it's a Big Brother? And she's out of diary room.
Yes.
Like she never had one nice diary session. And
She's
I'm
a miracle.
Kilonso, what's she saying? I don't know what she's saying. So she shouldn't have been back. So Anto got thinking, and you know, she threw a bit of shade on them CC, you know.
Yes.
And you know, why you telling me that? It's bullshit. You know, I agree with her with the irregularities.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Was Big Brother last year. The irregular, which numbers? The show was
very irregular.
You know, and Ibuka was... Now, I felt like Ibuka was being too defensive. I don't think it was in his place. I don't think it was in Ibuka's place to be overly defensive, saying the show was bigger than B2 and Lolo. I think that was a low blow.
Yeah, I think that one came out. That came out.
That was low.
That came out.
I'm talking about Deloitte. You know, I still think about it that Deloitte is a reputable company. Deloitte is not a reputable company because if you're a reputable company and out of 12 weeks, at least for 7 weeks, we saw the results
that they were not
as that Friday.
Balanced.
Not
they
balanced.
Were not balanced.
Forget balanced.
As a Friday, we already knew
we knew who was leaving. Then you're not a reputable company. When who left? Prito left. We knew they were leaving.
Yeah, we already knew who was leaving every time.
Bam was leaving on Saturday.
We heard.
Ebuka thought it was coming to surprise us. It wasn't surprising.
He now said leak that.
Ebuka surprised himself by saying leak that.
We already
we knew that. Okay, we didn't know she was going to leave on Saturday.
But we knew she was leaving.
Because we knew she was leaving. They now decided to surprise us on Saturday and said leak that. We knew that Bam was leaving. On Sunday, we knew that Teddy was leaving. People had access to the results. So if we have access, you're talking about Deloitte worked with 238. That was also our story. Shalaye FC.
No, because he did that same thing after, you know, that interview that he did with Tools after the show, and they said, oh, that it looked like they were favoring CC every time, and he said that CC is too small for Deloitte to spoil their reputation for. So I think that was why he repeated it again.
No, that's not the problem. My own is Deloitte is not a reputable company. A reputable company that cannot keep the result sheets private is not a reputable company. Because I don't know how you're in South Africa. I'm sitting my ass here in Sulere, Lagos, Nigeria, and I already know who is leaving the house. Not just who is leaving, I already know the percentage of the person leaving. I sit my small buttocks here, and Deloitte cannot calculate 100%. Like, and you're telling me it's a reputable company. That's not a reputable company. So I know Anto had a point about irregularities, but I just felt she was the wrong candidate. She was the wrong person.
Maybe it's Lulu.
And she now carried her own to now put Paul Lulu. Ebuka now called Lulu small for Deloitte.
Now they already had stories, and Lulu didn't have any stories that they wanted
Lulu
to build
could not even defend himself.
Anto was just that thing was unnecessary from Anto, coming from Anto.
Yeah, but she said it was quite unnecessary.
From her. Maybe if Lulu or Teddy had brought it up.
If Teddy had even brought it up, yes, because people were like, okay, there were questions on how people voted and how Teddy got 8%.
And you know another thing about that voting.
And look at that week.
There were just 4 people.
And they took out Bam and Teddy.
Then the next week when there were 6 people, they took only Rico. Meanwhile, Alex and Rico had their percentage. So in my head, I'm like, why did you do that and then do this? But because you wanted to keep Alex, which is what everybody's saying. You sacrificed Lulu for Alex because people were looking for story. They were looking for content.
Because they knew that, of course, for Alex to be there, Sisi will have to run mad.
Yeah,
Alex makes Sisi have a headache. They give her a headache. In Brother Shaggy, what's that Brother Shaggy hair? They give her a headache. No man, her head will just be sparkling. It will be sparkling with fire. So they needed to keep Alex in the show.
Yeah,
whatever
it is. We know of those irregularities.
So
I hope that they do better this year.
For that, Anto was right. I just felt like the initial break of and get 3%. No, babes, you got fucking 3%. Pardon my French.
It was 1%, because let's not lie, she doesn't have fans like that.
So now coming back to day 10, and day 10 was just
Top
the
four.
top 4.
Which was supposed to be top 5.
Top 5. Miracle is in Florida. Please, they couldn't even Skype Miracle.
They should have done
it
live, like a live
video or something.
I feel like Miracle would have told them, but
I'm get time. I'm not get time. They go fly from Florida to
somewhere
to Cancun. Like Miracle does not have time for any goddamn person.
Big brother.
You know, he doesn't have time for anybody. If he won't help you, he doesn't have time for himself. That's the truth. So, can you start with day 10?
So, day 10 started, and I think Ebuka started with that video.
If you leave me like this, I'll just
go.
sleep.
I know. I can't sleep.
You really like I'll just
sleep.
Even
if it's me, I might sleep off. So, he was asking them who didn't they expect to see in the finals. And honestly, my top 5 would have been Toby.
Okay, no, hold on. Before we come to your top 5,
okay,
let's just talk about.
Okay,
we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
So he was asking them who they expect to see in the finals, and Alex said she didn't expect to see herself. Nina said she didn't expect to see.
Nina said she expected to see herself. Alex said she didn't expect to see herself because she didn't believe that people would sit down to watch her. Because she personally would not watch Big Brother for. I'm thinking, is it that she didn't watch Big Brother really?
I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Remember, I think which day was it that this guy D1 had already yapped that her strategy was to form housewife. I don't care because most of the people that watch Big Brother are housewives, so they could relate to her. That's why her fan base is rich housewives.
I think D1 was abusing my mom there. Because
no, but D1 got everybody's strategy.
My mom, yes, D1. You know when they talk about strategies, D1 because my mom is a very big Alex fan. And she's I won't say she's a house mommy. House mommy. She will sit at home from morning till night and watch Alex and talk about Alex. So maybe the one was right.
He was
that
right.
Alex actually appealed to.
Yeah, she appealed. That's why she was always washing people's clothes,
helping people's pants. Did Alex watch
yes.
wash the one's pants?
Yes.
How you are saying yes?
She was washing clothes now. Then she now came out and said, "Whose pants is this?" And he was angry.
Whose clothes? She was washing people's clothes.
Yes, she was doing it now. She was doing it. So that's what the one was saying, that she was trying to appeal to I'm very down to earth. I don't care about whose clothes I'm washing.
And he said that Miracle's strategy was romance, sex.
Yes, with Nina.
What other strategy did you mention? He said Princess strategy was what?
I can't remember. No, Princess was not there.
But I mentioned Toby's strategy.
Yeah, was to use Sisi to get fans or a bad demon or something.
Yeah, the one went on and on about strategies.
But so on day 10, Alex said she didn't see herself in the final.
Nina said she saw herself because before the audition she had prayed that she prays and God answers her prayers, which is quite true. Do you understand?
But that she didn't see Alex, she didn't think that Alex was going to be in the finals. Sisi said, Sisi didn't answer that question completely.
Okay, but you know what the catchy part of the day 10 was when Alex said that. Alex said that, well, every attitude or every behavior she showed towards Sisi deserved it. That because if she felt stupid, what did you say about that stupid?
If I say you are stupid now, that means you deserve it. I might come back later
to say sorry. But it's not because you're not stupid, because of how you felt, you know. And I was saying that if they tell Alex now that you're stupid now, she will cry. She will cry us a river from here to where's that village? Inugu. So I don't know. I think Alex, like I always say, like I said last time, I don't think she's grown. I think she has a lot of growing. I'll come back to that at the end of the show, you know. And she went, and you know, if you notice, Sisi deliberately did not really attack Alex that day. Even when they asked them, okay, talk about one word. Well, these people don't understand English. One word. Told them one word, and they were saying,
no, it was only Alex that was in that one word. Is this? When they asked, they asked Toby.
Sisi said that Alex
what
is
do you
drama.
Think of?
Toby said Alex is Sisi is trouble.
Yeah. Nina was naive.
Alex said that Nina is troublesome.
No, she
Alex
said naive.
Sisi is troublesome.
Insecure.
Oh really? I think I heard troublesome.
She said insecure.
Okay.
She said insecure. That's when she said 2 words. And she said, first it was insecure, and then later it was trouble.
I know when the point where Alex was talking about, because Sisi cannot be giving my friends problem in the house, and I would look my friends Nina and Toby that last week, and in my mind I'm like, really, Nina and Sisi actually bonded that last week.
She said
I
Toby
know
and Miracle,
initially,
and
she said Nina.
Nina and Miracle.
But she said no. She said Toby and no. She said Toby and Nina, my friend, that Sissy was giving them problem that last week. And, of course, Sissy and Nina had their issues. Do you understand?
They walked through
it. They had their issues. And that was what Nina said. Nina told Ebuka that they had their issues and, she didn't want to see, initially she didn't want to see Sissy in the finals. Yeah, but she was glad because she was able to walk through her issues with Sissy and she was able to know who Sissy was.
That because they became friends
and they became friends that week. And, everything. And Alex was talking, and Ebuka now asked about the last week. They played the clip of that last. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing.
Every time I see that clip.
That last week where Sissy went on Toby for more than over an hour. Oh, this, that, your generation, this, that. Went on and on and on and on. And Sissy said yes, that Toby was actually provoking her.
Which he did.
Which Nina also said that yes, Toby provoked.
Even Toby confirmed that he did it on purpose.
Provoking her. I know Ebuka, and she said she didn't regret it. And Ebuka had to ask her,
are
you saying, hold on, Ebuka now asked her, are you saying you did not regret? She said, I didn't regret it, but I regret, what I regretted was my choice of words. That's why she didn't regret the action, but choice of words, she could have watched it and everything. And Ebuka asked Alex, and Alex was like, that I said that last week, she felt like Sissy was also putting her in the mix when Sissy said that only to follow small girls, and she was the young one. I'm talking about small girls, like something about school,
secondary school children. That fit you.
And there was Sissy trying to say that because she did not go to school or something like that. That's her insecurity talking. Trust me. Honestly.
And she called Sissy insecure.
That's her insecurity talking. And she wanted to calm down. Like if the lecture was ready, she was ready to pack her bag and calm down to beat somebody. Like because she knows that Sissy was not going to beat her. That she was one of, and my mom, I'm like, why are you so sure
in that house
can beat her? I mean, she probably knows herself.
But Miracle calls her Dinkmana. Why?
So she's probably a street fighter. She probably beat person before, but she looks strong though.
Yeah, she is strong.
She actually looks strong. I mean, imagine Alex beating Sissy. Just use Sissy as sandwich.
Well, Sissy too looks strong.
All
that workout that Sissy has been working out is for what?
Well, it's possible though.
Have you seen Sissy's young leg? That leg dig ground though. Sissy, Ifo and Alex.
And Ebuka asked Nina about what's it called? A relationship with Miracle. What did she say about that Ghana trip actually?
She said that between herself and Miracle, they never had a conversation of you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend.
Okay.
That it was a whole fan thing that was getting it confused, and that she went to Ghana with him so that she could clear the air, so that they could see that they were just friends. And yeah, that didn't make sense, but I kind of figured out what she was trying to say.
And said it got her enemies and caused her a lot of problems. I'm sure she was referring to the Tiana issue.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm happy that she has found her way back and that she's doing whatever she's doing now. But that thing
right now that they've just decided to stay apart, they know they can't be together, focus on their brand. She's an entrepreneur. She's been in an empire and he's doing his own thing. They don't talk anymore. They don't talk in a long time. So, and that was likely how that one. What happened between where Toby was trying to tell Sissy, oh no, stop.
Easy tiger.
Easy tiger. What was going on there?
So I can't remember what he was trying to say, and then she wanted to say something. She was joking and said something, and then he now said easy tiger. So I don't know if he was being defensive.
But if you even look at his body language a lot of times, I feel like you can still see a bit of hurt. I don't know what is making Toby still angry.
I don't know if he's hurt. I think that he's not sure. He's not sure how she's going to react.
Okay.
So he's scared. I think he's scared. Like, he's scared, if I say this, what if she reacts like in another way?
Okay.
And then it becomes something else. So that's why you see...
I think Toby came into this reunion show overly guarded.
Yeah.
Overly guarded, overly, I don't want wahala. I'm gonna stay in me, I have a brand to protect. Because it was actually
which is what most of them came in with. Which is the attitude that most of them came in with. The few people that I know that did not come whether white got dirty or not were Alex, Ifu.
Zolayo, Alex came in to be guarded. That's why when she talks, she's like, I'm so. But Alex is Alex.
But if you're coming to be guarded and you are throwing, so you don't want to stay in your white, but you want to pour dirty water on other people.
Okay, I'll come back to this Alex came in to be guarded issue and tell you what I think about it. So let's go to the grand finale. Finally. Wow, this is the reason why I'm here today. I don't even know where to start from. I honestly don't know where to start from. You know, so they talked about this polygraph test. Like that. It's polygraph.
They brought a polygraph lie detector. I don't.
They brought somebody. Somebody said it's Chloe's daddy.
Let it buy more.
What did you just say?
You know that Yoruba.
What did you just say?
Let it buy more. That man. Then he don't really had the intonation.
I'm sorry.
And the accent.
I'm sorry. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming.
You know, evicted.
You know why I am lying? You know I'm laughing? You are so correct. That is Larry, my emo, age 50, when he was 15.
Jesus. But I feel like that man is related to Chloe. Because they sounded the same.
The man
way.
said he's an American trained polygraph.
Only got another train and the apple.
You people on Twitter will not make heaven. Somebody said it's close daddy. Yeah, God. No. You know what?
I hate this today.
I need to show you. You know, this thing is not. They will not understand if I don't show them who Lyric Paimo is. So I'm sure you've seen Lyric Paimo. This is Lyric Paimo. So they brought in an American trained.
Allergen security, Sha. The man is allergen security, Sha, because you know allergen security now. It's them.
I wasted 2 minutes laughing. You need to stop. Okay.
So they said they had 3 questions for everybody.
My dear, I didn't do that thing.
It's a
lie. There was no question. That was why Alex told you, Boy Boka, I said I need you to show me my question.
That guy is a
I was happy. If I was,
but
there was no question anything.
No, I feel like they asked them a lot of questions though. Because
yes, they didn't ask them more questions.
No, they didn't ask them.
They didn't ask them more questions. You see, it was way edited. I hope you know.
Yeah,
a lot of things were edited from this polygraph thing. Because if they won't start to show now, cry. Which wants to happen today. A lot of things. I think today's edition was actually very intrusive. It was too intrusive. Okay, so let's start. Let's just run through it. You know, they said the first question was Vandora the first?
Yes, it was the first.
No.
Vandora was
not the first.
Vandora was the first now. It was Vandora that was the first person. When they said Vandora was the very first person.
Okay, we won't even go in terms of first. And you know, they asked Vandora and she chose the number, I think number 3 or number 1. And the question was what? Do you think Alex is your friend? And she said no. And she went to do the polygraph test and the test said yes, she was right. No. And she came out to explain how.
Yes, so she said that she and Alex were very cool in the beginning, that they started on a very high note. But then when she came out, it was that the people around Alex did not want her around, and Alex herself confirmed it. Alex herself had confirmed it, and and then Alex would only call her when she's bored and be like, "Hey, Mama, home, come." So it now looked like she didn't have anything she was doing, and she was supposed to be keeping Alex company or something. And then Alex now tried to.
You see Vandora's breasts,
succulent stuff. It's succulent, like it's a lot. And it was even covered, which is.
Was it covered?
I mean, it wasn't pouring out like normal clothes.
I don't think she wore brow.
I don't know. She couldn't wear brow. You know the dress was sheer now. So
I don't think she wore it. It was
but it was sweet.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
It was looking good. It was good look. It was good look.
It was a look good
It was a look good in breasts.
So she said, so Alex was trying to defend herself, and she said, I can't even believe you because you stole somebody's man.
And that was
and we
crazy.
were like, gang.
Alex's face was like,
of course, yes. And she was like, yes, because you come out and everybody sees your relationship with other people. It's weird that you think that you don't have any issues, and everybody are the ones that have issues. So we see the way you are with other people, we see the way you are with Sissy, we see the issues you have with Chloe, and I know that we can't be friends. And Alex now said, "Oh no, you came out and you and Princess started becoming friends." That's when they now
she first said she didn't want to.
I don't want to talk about
this. Princess now said, "Are you calling me a friend stealer?"
No, that's when
Princess doesn't have.
Princess, did you steal a friend? She was like, "No, I didn't."
No, I didn't.
No,
Don't
I
spoil
didn't.
my girls.
No,
I
didn't.
didn't.
I
Don't say I
did.
didn't. Princess said, no, I didn't. I didn't. No, I
Something like
didn't.
that,
I don't like that.
That she didn't do.
You cannot cast aspersions on Princess.
Then,
No, I didn't.
Alex now, of course, she went on the defensive immediately. All this stealing man matter, I don't even understand where it's coming from.
Who's man did Alex steal?
It's Toby. It's a Toby thing. See, I know that.
Vandora knows something. No wonder when they said that Alex had sex with Vandora was like this.
Yeah.
She was like,
so apparently all of them knew.
But okay, off camera, I told you something to this morning off camera. When you were saying that no, Vandora and Alex are friends, I said I can bet my life those two
I was surprised,
are not friends.
honestly.
This morning we were talking, when we saw the preview of what was going to happen today, and of course, but say Vandora say you stole someone, we didn't know what she was talking about, and she was saying she thinks it's bad. I said no, I think it's Alex. And she was saying no, different. I said I don't think they are friends. Because if you watch all through the reunion show, I watched Vandora's body language, every question Alex answered. See, watch her body language. There was one when she was crying. When somebody was she was like, leave her alone.
I remember
and she said,
like,
see, you watch her body language, you say that Vandora doesn't see. Vandora, you would see. Vandora, right now, I don't think they can be friends. They are done.
No, she said we can't be friends. I have mad love for you, but if I'm stranded, if I'm in my darkest days, you're not the person I'm going to call. And which makes sense. Because she referred to all the issues that Alex has with other people, and the fact that Alex feels that she doesn't have issues, I could relate, and I'm Vandora in this one.
Okay, that's it. Vandora. What question did they ask Toby?
Toby, did you become friends with Alex to spite Sissy?
He said no, but he failed the polygraph test.
Yes.
So that was it.
So
what was
he was trying to explain how he didn't do it, and then Nina said that there's no way that he would say he didn't like Sissy in the time that he moved on, because
and there was no way we would say that you didn't use Alex to spite Sissy too.
And my thinking is he used Alex to spite Sissy. Yes, we will not deny the fact that whatever they now say having whatever they had, but in the initial, because he tried to use Anto. Remember, he tried to use Anto, and Anto had to pull herself out of that before she got evicted and everything. So there's that. Then they asked.
Let's go to. I want us to end the polygraph with the Bam Bam Teddy and Eka situation. So what did they ask Princess? They asked Princess
if she wanted
Teddy,
if she felt she would have been a better partner than Teddy than Bam Bam.
She said no, but the polygraph said she lied. And
everybody said
it was not true. Do you understand?
Because they never saw
anything there at all. Then they asked them. I don't even know they asked Angel really.
Angel, did he feel like Anika was a weaker partner?
What did they even ask the one? They asked the one if he
thought that it was
his marriage was what cost him the game.
His secret was what cost him the game.
He said no. The polygraph said he lied.
Which is he lied because he's claiming that people after that fight with Angel. That's when people went to dig it out.
They asked if she felt like
Leo was the reason why she got evicted.
She said yes.
Evicted.
It must say he got evicted.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. You're laughing at your daddy.
It was Glory's daddy.
Why she got evicted? And what did she say? She said yes. The polygraph said yes too, right?
Yes.
And if he was not talking about how that's true, how in the house, Lemieux was trying to throw about the Da Silva, which is not true. You never threw the Da Silva thing around.
Because even Sissy said it that it was from other people's mouth that she heard that he was a Da Silva. And she didn't even know who the Da Silva was.
Exactly.
But now, when they came out, when Ifu was farming Larry and Femi, she didn't remember.
Who's Femi?
His sisters now. What's her?
Larry now.
There's a Larry, then there's a second, has other sister, whether Yinka or Femi. But she was farming them. She was taking pictures with both of them. She didn't think that they were weak according to her. Then she now came and said, that it turns out that they are not the kind of people that will go all out to get him to stay in the house, that he wanted to stay.
I think Vandora was not the first question. The first question was Lulu. Lulu, were you in love with Anto? And Lulu said no, and actually the polygraph said yes, that was it, And then even said that it was too much, they were just having fun, like it was too much and everything. And they now
Anto was not very defensive.
They now asked Teddy they asked Alex. Why did they ask Alex?
They asked Alex if
Something
she
about
moved on quickly from Leo
to
Toby because it was Toby that she initially wanted.
She said
no.
The polygraph said she lied. And the next thing, Auntie went on a defensive. No, Ebuka, I dare you to really. First of all, I am angry.
Yeah.
No. What this? I have Alex is trying to act like she has a life, but this is just a reunion show. I have a life apart from this people.
Sissy,
Toby, and Leo. And I dare you that that's not my question. That was why I asked that man. Apparently, I think she would have even harassed that man.
I'm sure.
Apparently, because I think she harassed the man. Because
yes, I told him I will not be able to answer questions with this thing so tight like this.
I dare you to bring. Ebuka was not angry, but do you see Ebuka? Ebuka was like, went back and forth. Ebuka, you could see when Ebuka is angry, it's like, it's mostly like this.
As in the question is
when Ebuka is angry, it's not like this. So Ebuka was not like this. So Alex, were you involved with Leo? Were you involved with Toby?
Stop making me look like my life was centered
did you put yourself in that
them?
Situation? I didn't want to say but
this girl doesn't have any highlight too.
Apart from Sissy and Leo
apart from Leo and Toby, and then I fight with Sissy.
I don't even know why she was actually very defensive.
No, but that's how you know that
she's a
she not said, that she has a life that...
It's a joking stuff.
So said, you're coming for
a
reunion.
You notice that all through this week, she kept saying, but I've told Sissy, let's do lunch next week. Bills
on me. New money. Yeah, Sissy had to say, big girl. I want Chinese soup.
As she kept saying, bills on me. Like, we used to want 30K.
Even if you're someone at 30K, the announcement is for what?
I mean, like 3 times the announcement. Bills on me. Money is good.
Money that you did not sweat for.
Alex, come and take me for dinner.
I'm not eating because I feel poor.
I'm not going to poor. Alex brought cake to my house. I ate the cake. Brought cake for my mother. Me, I came back.
Wait, is that the cake I ate?
No, not the one you ate. But the day she came to my house, she brought cake for my mom. And the Sha gave me. I just chocolate cake. I chopped the cake. I didn't purge. I ate the cake. So, Alex, I want dinner.
You can pack her dry with Sissy and Luna.
So, and that one went on and on. Please, at what point? So, let's even come to, where are we even coming to now? Kebrule, what was Kebrule's question? About Anto.
Yeah, about Anto. That did you jump because of Anto?
He said no.
And he said that the person who started, he failed. They said he failed it. But then he came and said that it was somebody who would have started that thing as play. He jumped because of Anto, and he had said it before that the day he came into the house, he looked at the place and said, "I would like to jump from here." That because he's a white person, he likes to watch.
Guess calling him a white boy.
No, it's steady that they're calling him a white kid now. So
he accepts that he's a white boy.
Yeah.
That guy's not a white boy. That guy's a real Benin Lagos boy. I know. But each white boy in Igbo.
I know.
What they even ask Rico?
If he gossip about Bamba.
And he said yes, he gossiped about Bamba.
Then he now started dragging that, he only told Anto and Toby. Meanwhile, those are not the people he gossip Bamba with. Why did you not call Alex? Why did you not call Sissy?
That's true. Sissy, that's true.
He would have, I mean, yes, he didn't
What did he ask Chloe? If she forced herself, if she came back and was friends with Sissy
because of
Sissy's popularity, and she said no. And the polygraph actually said she passed. And Nina said, was it Nina? No, it was not Nina, it was Bam Bam. So Bam said that Chloe is like an open book. What you see is what you get. She's not going to harm you because you have money or because you're popular. That's not who Chloe is. She's, what you see is actually what you get. Now, they asked, what did they ask Bam Bam? If she was actually fake in the house. And she said no. And the what's it called? The polygraph said she passed the test. And to her defense, Daddy said he had told her that when she wakes up in the morning, she should look good, do her makeup, dress, and forget about what these people are talking about. That, it didn't matter. He doesn't think she was fake. That, when you have lots of women, I think people were just surprised that there's a woman who can be so calm. Daddy keeps saying that we're not calm. You're not calm. Not me. You're not calm.
It's not his fault.
She's actually very calm, and it was good to see that You know, the defense was actually very good.
I mean, that's how he was always defending her.
Very,
like,
very
even
good.
throughout the house.
Even in the house too.
And then they asked Leo, and Leo said, that he never formed a relationship with her to know if she was being real or not.
Leo lied.
This is the Leo that went into the
dining
room to tell
Biggie that Bam Bam is playing a game. Even told them that.
And then told Toby that Bam Bam don't cast. But because Toby's mouth is loud, that's why we heard it. Because if not, nobody was going to hear because it was Leo.
And you know there was one night too. You know, that was where I had a problem with Bam Bam. You know, there was one. I don't know what. No, there was one night too when I don't know when Bam Bam was also. You know, when she was also on that Teddy. You know, Bam Bam started.
Complained to
Bam Bam started this. I think people see whatever
impression.
The first impression they had of Teddy was Bam Bam's impression. You know, I remember one night actually, Leo. And Leo was like, you know.
Yeah, so and it was the next day that he went to go and complain to Big Brother. It seems like she's playing a game.
So why is Leo acting brand new today?
Yeah,
and everything.
That's what he's been doing all time.
So today, what did they talk about today? So Teddy.
So they asked Teddy,
do you love? Is Bam Bam the one? They asked. I don't know the answer. They asked Teddy, is Bam Bam the one?
He said
and
yes.
He said yes, and the polygraph said it is a yes. And they now
Bam Bam
when no, not something like that. Why Teddy was in the polygraph room? You know, they
she was like this. Yes,
she was like this on Nanto's body.
Yes,
you could see that everything. I think Teddy's validation means so
a lot
much
to
Bam Bam, and she was so when the thing said yes. In fact, for Bam Bam,
she
had won an American lottery.
Yeah,
she was so happy. You could see it. She was excited. She was happy. And you know, Ebuka made a mistake asking Killjoy.
So you know, he now asked Toby and that why Toby
and
Toby apologized for calling them fake.
Like judged them wrongly.
And now he knows that.
And that was actually very good.
I'm so proud of my boy.
Who is your boy? You see, I'm actually that's actually a very good thing to do. Now, when I say those were some of the things I expected Sisi to do.
Yes.
Especially in that Lulu's issue. Yes. Lulu, I'm sorry, you know. Some things you just say you're sorry for.
Because he did that thing of apologizing.
Because you didn't know better then. So we can't judge you by it. But when you come and try to, so it was very good to see Toby say, I'm sorry I judged them unfairly. I'm sorry for calling you fake even in your presence and even behind you. Yes. I'm so sorry. It was very mature. So mature, Toby. I loved that. So kudos to you, Toby. Chop on kiss.
I've been praising you since.
So that was actually very good to see from Toby. And they now asked Anika. And Anika said...
Did you really ask Anika or she just said something about...
No, he asked Anika. And Anika said that, you know, she didn't like Teddy in the house. But it's obvious to see that it's good to see that Bam Bam has been able to tame.
Nobody.
Teddy said no, don't use that word. No. If I said don't use the word tame. He said no, but tame. No. And Teddy said don't use the word tame. Now I believe that when somebody tells you to stop,
you need to know when to stop.
You need to stop. Which I feel like tame is even a very.
It's not a wild animal.
It's not a wild. I think is it a lion?
Are you seeing him flying around?
Do you understand?
A monkey.
And Teddy said no. Nobody tames tired. Nobody tames tired.
Nobody.
So today I heard that name is tired. Nobody. He was very upset.
Yeah, he was.
Was very upset. Nobody tames, and she was like, okay, fine. This you don't tame. She keep being a beast.
Yeah.
So that was like,
Anika was out of line.
She was out of line. She was like, she was way out being of line. A beast.
So it was like that kind of thing where I come to report to my boyfriend to you that my boyfriend is not treating me right. And you not take it on your head.
That's not even the issue.
No, that's what she did.
That's not what she did. She doesn't like Teddy.
Yeah, she didn't like him because he didn't give her face during audition.
Exactly, she did exactly. And the guy had already apologized and everything. You know, she kept saying, and the guy said, don't say, and she kept saying, and he said, okay, keep being a beast. And they went on commercial break, and they came back, and Bam Bam talked, and the next thing she now told Bam Bam.
Anyways, good luck on the wedding.
Good luck on the wedding. I'm sure I'm not coming. Bam Bam now said,
you what?
What?
And Ebuka just moved like.
I think that was just a terrible moment.
I'm sorry.
That was what my people call also cause one be
like even no matter how
silence. Like that is actually bad.
That was a bitter thing to do.
That was bad. Like they say, rejoice with those that are rejoicing. So you don't. That was not a nice
thing to do.
How do you say okay? And fine, I'm not coming to your wedding.
Like. See, nobody, who cares?
Bam Bam and Teddy, when your wedding comes, if you give Anika Ivy.
They will give
her
foolish. They'll move on.
No. But honestly,
they shouldn't
doing that on national TV.
They shouldn't.
I know that yes, when you know pass rice. I'm sorry, it's no more than rice.
No, we're going to dance and look at the couple kiss. That's the
but you shouldn't.
But they shouldn't.
You can even pretend. A lot of weddings we go to are not happy, but we just come like.
She didn't. She not try.
Like downright.
Considering the fact that she and Bam Bam are not. It's not like
they're not fighting.
They're not even friends like that. They're not tight like that.
But they don't fight. They have no issues.
Exactly. No, if they were tight, I would understand her stake in the whole relationship. They are not 5 and 6.
My own is even. She has a good, maybe, like good relationship with Bam Bam as part. You know, she said she's friends with no one. Do you understand?
Exactly.
But I'm very sure she sees Bam Bam on the road. They're like, hey Bam, hey Anika, how you doing?
Bam Bam sees anybody,
do you understand? Exactly.
Hey.
So I didn't understand where that was actually coming from. We need to wrap up this thing. So and that was, you know, the end of the what's it called?
Yeah. Then they asked if they now asked if they think that Miracle,
Princess, D1,
Sissy,
and
who else? They asked 5 people.
That's 5 people.
And hey. And somebody else.
Princess said no, Miracle was just himself. She called him a narcissist.
Yep.
Self-righteous.
No, self-absorbed.
No, she didn't use self-absorbed. She said self-indulged.
Self-indulged.
Narcissist is just himself. He cares about himself only. Chloe, you don't understand what Chloe says.
Yes, they asked that
Miracle go to the mirror
without bathing.
And look at himself, wear dress. Miracle is also just, basically they were just saying that Miracle is into himself, he's a selfish person. He didn't change.
And not like he was playing
Lulu
a game.
said, so when they said he was playing a game, was basically just saying that's just who he is.
That he wasn't playing a game.
But trust D1 said he was playing a game, it was fake. The Miracle knew that it was sex that was going to sell.
Yes.
And he used Nina for his game.
That if anybody's game was supposed to win them, it was supposed to be Sissy or Toby.
A lot of them actually agreed that Toby should have won. Not Miracle should have won. Kebrule also said, he felt like Toby should have won, even though he wanted Angel to win. I don't know where that's coming from.
No, I think we're just trying to abuse Angel.
No, I don't think she did Angel.
No, I think we're just trying to abuse Angel.
I don't think
Angel left before. Angel left almost the same time.
No, but even then, I think he wanted Angel. Then, when they asked, he actually said Angel. He wanted Angel too. Angel was always taking care of Kebrule. Do you remember?
I remember.
Do you know why Angel entered D1? Angel was like Kebrule's
because I remember after the first time when he got Angel said he was going
up and everything. So he wanted Angel to win or Toby, but he now said something. He said, but one thing is one thing that regardless of the fact that people would always say in the house, oh, I'm going to be by your side, I will be with you. Say, but Miracle
came through.
They wouldn't say anything to him. That during his darkest days, Miracle came through for him. So that was actually a very good way to
end it, because nobody could say anything else
after that. So that was it for Miracle. Nina and Sissy did not take the polygraph test. Nina said she wanted to sign an endorsement deal. So Ibuka asked her about Collins, if she had regrets. She said no, she had no regrets. What's funny?
I just remember the way she was talking.
She said, Ibuka, no, I had no regrets.
That she thought that after the show, she would just go back to Collins. And all the guys were like, wait, you go on national TV to South Africa.
Nina is densely naive. I don't know how else to put it. And Sissy didn't want to take the polygraph test.
Yeah, she said because she wasn't going to answer
any answer, anything truthfully. But what did Ibuka ask her? Ibuka actually asked her a question. I've forgotten what they asked.
It was something related to Toby.
To Toby. Of course, they always ask her about Toby. I think about their quarrels. Okay, no, why they're not friends.
No, does she want a second chance
with Toby? And she said no, she wants a second chance with Toby. After everything
that he has put me through,
how will I want a second chance with Toby? This other one.
Of course, Leo came to her rescue. Yeah, I mean, in
Leo
the beginning,
said, Chloe first.
No,
Chloe
said, Leo that said.
So first Chloe said, Sissy, don't lie. That you know that you've come to me to say you want to talk to him, you want you to be friends. So can you just stop all this and stop being childish?
No,
then Leo now said, okay, yes, that he actually wanted. Leo said he actually wanted them to settle, but after they came out of the house, things it went really it went overboard.
Downhill.
He now said there was really no need for her to get herself entangled into it.
So compassionate scam.
Then Toby. And
So
Toby said, you know, he really doesn't mind
that she should stop playing victim. That he hurt her, she hurt him too.
Yeah.
That they should move past it.
Yeah.
It's been a year, and that was a very reasonable thing to say.
Yeah, I think Sissy said something else.
Then he now said because he knows that he still has ways to trigger her to get her angry, and she knows that. He now said, "I want to see you try." She was not laughing. I want to see you try.
But really, the guy can trigger her because he actually did trigger her then.
Of course. Did you not see that?
You know, when they talk, she doesn't talk to anybody. But once Toby talks, Sissy responds.
I want to see you try.
But you know that if Toby Bori Wonisha, Sissy went there.
I think I just wonder, they just need to be friends. They can, of course they can, but they shouldn't. See, because Sissy is not going to, she's not going to overnight become somebody who's okay with the socialites. That's the honest truth. She's not a socialite right now. She's even a socialism that she will not talk to people, so that's the one that she just wants to be on her own. She will never be okay with that. And the way Toby is now, if you thought he was a woman rapper before, I'm sure it has doubled now.
Okay. So, and you know, Ebuka went and the next thing we saw was a coach. Praiseful way. Psychology, analyzing people. Now that's one got me pissed off. Like analyzing people's personality. He said somebody is a creative forward trucker, somebody is a sensitive. You know, and he analyzed Bam Bam's personality, and I think Bam Bam had the best personality in that house. She can do anything. We want her to be friends. We want her to be this. When he came to Toby, I felt for Toby. You know, in summary, just said Toby was just a user. Toby would use you to get to where he wants to get to. He talked about Chloe. I think the two personalities clash. Personality disorder. You know, the clash, and you know, it didn't go on and just for like 4 people.
I hate that they didn't air everybody's own.
Of course they didn't.
And that's what I don't like. It's not fair.
Yeah,
it's not fair because you've cast Toby in a certain light, knowing fully well that there are other people that they had talked about that probably, because I'm sure that Miracle also has that personality.
No, he didn't talk to Miracle.
No, I'm sure.
No, but he didn't talk to Miracle.
I feel like they would have probably called Miracle or something.
For what?
I feel like
they didn't call Miracle to talk about reunion for
But I feel like they should have done that for everybody. They should have talked about everybody and not talk about anybody at all. But he was spot on about all the analysis. Everything was correct. Everybody was correct. Okay. Anika was correct. Bamba was correct. Toby was correct.
And anyway, Ibuka came back into the house, and the next thing we heard was, "This is Big Brother housemate." So Big Brother was praising and everything. It was nice. It was fun to watch that. You know, brought back memories of Big Brother coming back and everything. That was the end of the show. The clit classes. You know, now my problem here is not my problem though. What's this thing of wanting to for this by force friendship? You have to be friends. You know, Ebuka, the host of the show, today alone on this reunion show, was a comedian. This reunion, a comforter, a mediator, a psychologist,
a lawyer,
a pastor, a lawyer,
an
a motivational speaker, headmaster, principal. Like he did everything. You know, maybe because of the bio, I think with too much bad blood. So Big Brother just had a way of trying to infuse all the you have to be friends and you have to be something. Because at one point I was wondering, they didn't do all this for single people.
No, because those ones were matched. So I think that the essence of this reunion thing was to, since you people have refused to do it on your own, maybe if we try. I don't think they're asking them to be friends and go. They are 5 and 6 everywhere. I just think that they want, because if you go on the BBNaija hashtag, it's a mess. The madness on that hashtag is a mess.
I have never gone on that hashtag.
I tried to
I use it on my page, but I've never gone on that hashtag.
I tried to last week, and then I commented on something, and the response I got, I know that there's a reason why I haven't been going there before, because they know that they are benefiting from this fans war. They know it. Everybody knows it. We see it. But I think that the essence of this reunion was to tell them that beyond your fans, personally, I think, and which is why they also brought the psychologists on this thing, to also talk to them, to let them know that your personalities are toxic as well. I mean, everybody, because the most used word this season was toxic. Everybody's toxic. So you, Seth, you are toxic.
Pure hearts.
Please.
Okay.
So I think that was the essence of this whole thing. So maybe you think that everybody did you bad. How about the people that you did bad? I think that was the essence of this.
And I like the fact that Ebuka are mad on the fans. Man, the fans are doing a whole lot of crappy bullshit.
Even this night alone.
I don't even know where they need to draw the line. I think it's just really, really downright terrible. So we need to wrap up this show in the next 5 minutes. What was Anika's problem today? What do you think was wrong with her?
In D1's world, maybe she's trying to generate content. No, that aside. I don't know. So while I want to say that, the reason why I would have said, the reason why she didn't like Teddy was because Bam Bam also came to complain. Because I remember during the dislike tax, she told Teddy that yes, you're proud, yeah, but I do not like the way you treat my girl. My girl has complained that you don't treat her well, yeah. And then I remember that Bama was trying to now shut her and no, it's better now. So I feel like the reason why people see Teddy the way they see him now is because of the impression that Bam Bam gave
but
them.
It's been 1 year.
But already. Yeah, it's been 1 year. Move on.
Okay.
Transition with them. Because everybody's saying, they were strategic partners then. Okay, they've transitioned to boyfriend and girlfriend. So you help them transition. Remove your mouth from their relationship.
Okay, now.
That thing that Anika did was uncalled for and it was stupid.
This show ended last year. Now, thinking about everything that happened during the show, after thinking, not, including those that left first and everything, who would have been your ideal top 5?
Toby.
Okay.
Sisi.
Okay.
Teddy.
Okay.
Lulu.
Okay.
And what was stood out for me? I've only called 4 of me. Definitely not Bam Bam. Definitely not Nina.
Fast.
I'm thinking. I can only think of 4 people.
Okay, think of 4. My ideal top 5. Thinking about this show right now.
Princess.
Okay, thinking about this show from day 1 till date, not till date rather. Like everybody I've watched to the end, yes, till now. Not even till now because I'm just when you reminisce and think of what happened, I think my ideal top 5, in no particular order, would have been Princess, would have been Sisi. She was actually trouble, but she was good. She was good for the show. Yes. Would have been Princess, would have been Sisi. D1 would have made my list. Toby would have made my list. And finally, Teddy. Funny enough, I can't even make up my mind between Teddy and Bam Bam right now.
No, not Bam Bam.
That's for you. I'm talking about mine. I can't. I would leave that number 5 spot between Teddy and Bam Bam. I can't exactly make up my mind. Why I would not make up my mind with Teddy and Bam Bam is this, because I think at one point they forgot why they came for that show. They forgot why they came for that show and they let themselves go.
They just relaxed.
They were relaxed. Do you understand? So that's why I would say I really do not even know who to point in that. That was even the problem I had. Like at one point, Teddy was blonde. Teddy was. Do you understand? But at one point, I think it just became relaxed, and that was why I felt like the relationship did not really pay them inside the house. Outside the house, it's doing them a whole lot of good, but inside the house, it didn't really pay them. So I really cannot choose between Bam Bam and Teddy. So I would leave that spot. But know that this would have been my ideal, because thinking about it now, they give us content. Do you understand? So that's it for what it is. So the reunion show is over. I think we need to chill. Double Wahala is over. I think we should,
they need to
take
announce. They need to announce a new one.
And stop fighting yourselves over these people. Even live stream videos, people are go punish your mom, punish your papa. Like why? Like
these fathers and mothers.
Exactly. So the show is over. So let's just chill and wait for the next set of housemates. So that's it on our reunion show today. For Laurasboxx, I was live on Wednesday where I talked about a whole lot of things I want to be doing. We're going to be doing like some live chats thing, starting. I don't know if I should do it on YouTube or I should do it on IG live. One of the days shall come on Instagram live to brief you guys. So we had the first one on Wednesday and it was fun. People called in from all over the country. We had callers from Australia, Malaysia, Dubai, international girl. And it was fun. We talked about a whole lot of things. It doesn't have to be Big Brother alone. There are a whole lot of things we could talk about. So, but stay tuned. Working on my studio. We're having a studio soon.
It's almost ready.
It's almost ready. So I want to believe that the next video we'll be recording is going to be in that studio. So we're going to be having a permanent spot, 2 different spots though, but the same studio where we'll be recording our videos. So I can't wait. So follow us on all our social media pages, Laurasboxx on Instagram and Twitter, LBX Media on Instagram and Twitter. Let's keep the conversation going. We'll keep talking about these things. Of course, if they come out tomorrow and give us content on their IG page, after they give us content, we'll talk about it. If they come out tomorrow and fight themselves again, we'll talk about it. If you're not subscribed to this video, please kindly click the subscribe button. It's about 3 a.m. right now, and I will not lie to you, I want to sleep. I need to sleep. I have to be awake by 6 and I have to go to work. So thank you so much for watching. Nedima, it's been nice having you around. This is 2 weeks right now. Yes. I know you have to go on a break.
Yes.
But I know when the main show starts, we'll have you once in a while during the live shows and every other, like some other things we'll have to do. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being yourself, for saying your truth. That's very good too. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for watching.
As you were.